what fascinating unianum command or muke. What advice can Kadabema President Mama? If I'm pass or person man go on getting it and make it impact, said your person make impact now.
Madam Wase, Mama, me bear watch it. Now, some years I started from beginning and come on. Some years to tell me Casa, but as I saw grown, not say. And near Macani say, Mohammed, Tony Moka say, and Coco, and Nipper Bray or Portrait Farm. And to Usha, I know dear, and your priority cry.
Obin kanchira vim lady na unjai sa hypocrite no. Mahama nkoko nkinkete na mamu mfoma ninsi so. Ayem won wase bibini de ade a ebetimi aboa ne man. Na se oya ye won krofo a omu sabotage. And it is sad. Ghana ha on. Nkoko aye kra e de bakurum ha no. Annually anya nkoko ketwa anya sika ketwa. Yes. Enti se president biaba na aban biaba na se bebu se binyado. Wanyenyansa nyanimdie adwene ne manfo ho. Na wakire mu se ampa ye kra nkoko nti no. Moma yen kra nketwa ni ba na yen kase yen twa nketwa ni bi na yen yeden. Yen titi omo. Sometime will come. It will be, and I say it will be the source of income for whoever or you and I say whoever or yes I you know. And a be benefit yankasa. A bema a number up from in terms of chicken. But bibini die obe downgrade. Bibini die sebi nyado. Obeka eni mefi ni matantan di afa ho instead of say obe sheni nuani nkunan amana ye eni se kwabena po ya ndo ti honom oko regional minister akachia we na ye sebi ense hu ani nsemfo enti sometimes I don't understand me dwen wa menti ase da yenti nsani na yakoba ebeto so.
As for you're interested, as Papa, Papa Kai, Obia, you're interested in whatever is happening or your political ecosystem, ne or mining umpunto, Sebi enya even Kragana for pay and kwa. Or my babyano, Obia share economy potential be honoma or mobile leverage all the time, especially in the private sector. Obia monitor aban bia bia no adwuma se no mo bom homodin job creation mu accountability, all the various things that make a very good government. Sabi governance the bia obi anu on right everywhere, but yeah no problem say it might be bebre omadu anim onima so bebre. And diaspora for no bia they are very interested in this to see how this whole thing is going to play. For them no obia per se ye create environmental ebe boase Ghana be thriving because obeba sebi obeba broche abetena se abeko school this or yeah juma say business obia ultimate aim say bia dachi bia they will look back home. But one say obi utna broche cha system na build you to certain way it be out bad na no man you might not have it perfectly so what you say senior but at least there's certain basic and you may be who expect it to be right. And you're right, a little bit frustrating for a lot of them. Instead of doing a bar, I told you more intimate standing very well, then they go back. It's not like they don't want to come. Yes, they might not play politics at core with it, but obi bebre and my share what is going on any other, but they are very, very keen monitoring and very, very interested. Diaspora, that's the way very, very important to the diaspora community, especially Ghanaian diaspora community around the world.
And but I don't know whether political parties now work Ghana in teacher I can see an NDC MPP. I almost say diaspora for if you for a jump for our ground so because normally they do primaries say it's all about them. Delegates so no mukoko aso sikombeji the make us say o majeba o mesika di ajeba ken sika di ajebra na champo sika say kwa dey be more dollars na no brand champo nkasa na man hu say o $2. You know, they drew one man na delegates koko aso but won say na okay. There's a bigger picture. The phone pe na poku ba kan by interest rate. The phone are concerned about your money kofa niema. E affect your money aban ni policy no. And the influence how abani be so be prioritize exchange rate ana abani be prioritize job creation or be prioritize trade. Nana poku can last week about harbor duties. Remember by so COVID-19 level where you feel. But a good for the time that was so into all these things no party me bad. I think that almost good primary so they should look beyond just almost party interest. And Nana poku don't okay Steven now
you see bibia I think say the political parties, major ones, players, who lead the front of our Ghana politics, they've studied the system and look at the voter, mindset, their thinking, and they feed them with what they want, And they have a chance to sort of like get away with a lot of things. Because you see your issues, social issues, your education level, then look at the population. The number of people who understand this whole governance system, the politics, and how it is. But people just look at it at sometimes maybe their constituency, what I call like that local mindset thinking. We're not thinking beyond our borders, thinking beyond, say we are in a global world. No matter whatever we are doing in Ghana, we are connected into a world. That's why I see a investment. But other than Ghana, how I say pay investment pay. We want to work with the world. Politicians say, okay, as for the last time he told me, I think I was listening to some of the politicians, I don't want to mention name. Ghana for the own marketing particular political part person we are on one signboard. I mean, this sort of thinking, instead of us to talk about ideas like what you are talking about, and even engage, I would have preferred, say, even this primary CI is going to be done by the National Patriotic Party, right? They should have done to say be a town hall near there, like the way I to say be a major election. Debates near the let's engage.
Debate among the candidates, no?
Yes, and let's even see it just also even give them an edge, for people to understand like their thinking. Say, about maybe they feel that this time around the vote is mainly targeting the people that will vote for them to have the leadership. So maybe that is why they are how do you call it?
But a good idea now, because delegates to Obama, the general population will vote for you too.
Precisely.
Come on, debate. I know be a
precisely. Wow, Frank to lead a party in Kwampon, you set a base. People look at it, say, look at what has happened in New York here. All right, recently. Look at this young guy. All right. People thought that, you know what? The guy couldn't do anything. He couldn't get do farm. But look at what he has done. What he did was that he preached about something that people wanted, back with research. Or call back Bisa President Trump for no vote. Then what I say, Mona move voting my President Trump, and then and here mo pa and tia na move voting up. And they talk about like affordability. I don't know here. So he crafted his message to meet what the people really want. So look at the numbers. Like he went into this battle with very, very highly experienced politicians. All right. But he was able to craft something, sell his message very well. That cut across, irrespective of somebody being a Republican or a Democrat or something. But it's just looking at the people of the city. So I think we can adapt some of these things to fit our local context in our political system.
I think I heard that you are right. Bogu, what do you think? I think Kayenya debate. I think NPP primary so NDC primary so not Kayenya debate. So who it is next election e Julius Debra ne Esiedun Ketia ne a great minister be kwa na ye debate among NDC MPP for so Ken versus Baumia no my debate no be ehun say mo win ni primaries ni we are mo hyehyɛ ne ye Ghana for nyina hyehyɛ yo enti adwene say business e ba exchange rate wadwene ne say we mo say no so any bad idea o
on say minuen medana se akwantuo amanani abie akwantuo atre na hyiemu ewo na adwen na yenya ye wa no instead say ye de best practices ewo miamia ebeye adwuma no there be ya create enmity among ourselves primaries here ekosu hypocrisy by high standard say ye jai will be within 2 minutes there shanabua ebe yaton uso ma enso oh they don't see it say platformer ye de chichire wo man starting from the political parties arena na ba bedru national they don't see it too yen ha no de yehu ni say akuturubo say oyonku asem ni okrom tu ko chichira asem ya bedu yiratem na ya du matem na ya kansema emfata we feel say enye standard politics na ye okruma bibibia etra sebe mempese me use word so mempese me use because I have kwa na foolishness there minyini say Africa ebenya ho aduru ama na boaye we are so foolish say there minua yi kan nyese bia politicians o muntio utumu se panimu bitini dance akola nyansa on the dream mani pia bonten na ni refi na ni nyina so yeskani brena egwomu no because omuba politics nim say omu be peska omuba nso a te say de minua yi kan enam say oma tilt your brains towards certain aspects we don't ask the rightful questions.
But son, I don't know so no matilty against at least in the end, you baby anti-guy, bet me I say okay. So politicians are cramp person me in the people no. Yeah, catch them some munya debate my name who say oh about great award in anything. A bag and I'm say award in anything.
Vim. Oh hano na wa dwimu abie pa. Ba se say biatra. So nimza. So America.
According to Obua, yeah. According to Obua, yeah. Yes, travel and see. O man can quiet penny for no cars.
Duduana egu hano. Womunya sa exposure. Ena womu akonya exposure no a omu ye politics na hu say. Ye be kire nkrofo nyansa ke yawu. Ye ntimi nwe scan bio. Ye ntimi na da womu bio. Let us keep them as they are. Tise nyame anye wadom amwa mfiri akwawe we so amwa nkopenim dia tise de modi kasa yi a them uti akire but ube inside the head.
You're right.
On say emre bi program yi so a abrante bako Kofi something of standing election. I'm say oye economics kakra.
Oh, Kunadu, you have Kofi Kunadu, yes.
Na oka onu odike omuka na so odike.
Oh, Kofi Krantin na okay, Kofi Krantin.
Kofi Krantin, thank you.
Yeah, onu so fi abroad na Ghana, yeah.
We can say Kofi samu anye asempatre ewu krom ha. Na samu sumu the political new party ba. Mu nuru ba bia. Because internet now teswa odi your campaign. You check Ghana mu 1,000. near sign ye baako near boom another 1,000 kakra bi na anadwi omuti because ne doctor si council ya onkoto data so detail etino nyamionu ni vim nye say bia nka ye ntimi nye te say de minuen akohuna o kire but nipa dodo na ewo kuro no mu no omo mindset no just say nyame bam.
Yeah, I know there you have a point. Mama, I'm prof from room. Prof there, no, he's lived through a in chroma time. No, I didn't understand. Prof, I'm more akwaba.
Yo, major so no fast.
Prof, the same way. Unia, what fast no de agentche bia but enka MPP for primary si omuye. Enka omunye a debate. Nanka because unya den ya we need primary si we be govern Ghana nyina. Ti bia ne job creation ye kan wasem se man tie nya adwuma nye. Ebiane say na no emaya be 6 omako wo prof just like that because adwuma ni wonti ye soldier recruitment ade a wo ba abroche e pancrofo chokra say omonko recruitment no
Exactly.
omako ama nipa nsia o prof nye say ni nkwa nipa nkwanya say wo ko heaven aba wa wu nipa nsia omawu enti na dwen ni say nka be ya nka ti say primary NDC na eyo FPP na eyo na ka aye debate ni ahwe say wo adwene ne say wo job creation wo so adwene say prof wo dwene ho say prof go o there we
okay yeah nkasa
we don't say nka primary level no na koma ye debate ni ehu nipa na dwene o de ba ansa na ya tokra ma no ho cause I say the primary side na sika for delegate say omonji nkodi
okay mo mantie emfrim fiti ase no na me nam kwan so ba but question na be some no because debate ni dia wo mo ye na ne atie ni say eduru ho a obeka bibi se we na obeye hwenya ye nkwachi na nado oso oba obede obachi wo mo a ye bi o man sika gum ene yentoma no nipa se na o kire wo sabi nipa kuru atimi di ewuo mo bia hu say yes akwa na di ewue wanya o mo hwe assembly dia ne kan na edin na madwene nwa hu say yen no sabi ye bu baby say adidi da na ye nyesa enya
didi preko
but Ghana no aban besisi nipa saa ade abachi ami ato aba na wapa nchine mako kako kakra tutobi kakra brobro kakra bibi kakra no da be da na esichire kan ho amana siase de meto ama otoma oria na no ano no ene kra de yase ba bi o ho a wom sisika de ma ono ya bodu aguso it is oje no anto amane a ebenyaw ene
but prof your man for ne penny sa na say de na pokuke politicians na chimi adwene enti ade nka debate nka ye nka bebo ayen yo ba ye nkodwene ye no ho ne ye adwene bibi fofo enti ye ne ye penny sa say o momre ye sika because can obebra o 20 cedi na je so no wa wi ade abro sa
no the sika de ma won wa sika wa wi a ena o de bra wo
enti prof free yen the people the voters ye ne ye penny sa na politicians na aye sa
medium say ye ne ye penny sa
Yep.
one mo ba kra ne atime pam wo mo a nka ye hwe obogu die nkwada 16 awu mo nsi ho anya hwe mo nipa 8 wu ya fe amanfo akankaka na mo dia ni wuo akọ sa fe ne ekọ konsolo na o se nko mo pam ayifo no kọ ho no e dia no be ma mo nkwada ya wu mo si o mo wie vice president wante ho hwe e dia bio so ho enti ye ntime mo fo no o se ye hwe asetena mo yie pa no wizia bra nkroma banku ye no na omo yes Center for Civic Education o se nkroma nyema bi o ye nyema bebre but akwan bi ho de Ghana for fa so a na nya kura sabi abrofo kura omo di ye so na ye nuan no omo anya sa enti mo mi educate ye ho na ye hunu say yes oman no ye nyina de anya ba akofo de a Center for Civic Education mo google am obehu ekosi san Africa na etwe ho dinatem so what they power what they say enti ye no Yes, ye duobo an answer then. Just say, yan yam penocratie, yam penocratie. Na say idea see a tien crepa dea anka and yama cosono. And yes, and near penno no. 2024 elections see. And this is for common fast on my way near. Media still yam in Tiasia. My report me can be, but me feel say a almost ration on me. They couldn't find just a one or government to a woman. It's never Hokrano and you went on to Minka. And you went on to Minka Buaguso. As I say, ya bass a ye, young here, Sahana Bakwa Cosise, BBC. So, and Ghana for no say a chisel argument. I did it down here, I did it down here, but me on more cancer, can I do no more cancer?
But one and Steven so can debate would have been better because they say no. The omuko you know many delegates in the kasa directly and the delegates in the omuko you know then you man anapoku kan anapoku ti ono only the phone daily every day so no exchange rate here no
yes
port duties here no prices here no inflation here no how are you building factories here facilitate even uncranked business owners because nipa egu kan shi any aboso kan nom ne despite no crop we see mobia 1 million post for the so na be a factories crank ye be a factories bed ho
yes
but one say yeah this system no na Steven can say yeah because adwene ni nyina ye so much political it's ye nyini other ones no
yes
when the prof what dey question Ghana for how are the Ghanaians to blame when the parties nanka some person be this is a suggestion party for no so say NDC ye be debate into July that mechanic there na obedi president or the war e see don't peta mechanic there all his political experience or we need there no the into na kan this year NPP so aye ti before kranipa ni be win no nim na dwene
yeah minchuano on said the last yin mahama wanye debate what you excuse anoma say ba omianya na level no afan ho adi say nkukon kiti campaign any 24-hour campaign ye ehena edi o man okọ ento so ya sisi wo mo aso ya keka nsam ya chinchim wo mo adwente no o mo gitum mu eno ma ba na timi develop so say nkukon kiti no de man krofo ukokura bia sia wo bia won nkukọ ya sabe otukosi o manage ohun enti enipa na de
nkukon kiti for say good policy ohun
and yet we don't even call it policy. Let's just calm. If you want that, me na make a chiro.
By prof, one year professor. By what?
I didn't about mine. I did. Ya mobi anko 1,000 kra. I didn't know the baye.
Na so mo baye nkoko no na prof.
Na
one na no be kan for a champion ma ye say wo de wo hu a champion system no.
Yes.
My young concretely, that's similar to champ operation feed yourself.
No.
You 1,000 kwano young monas on any area how to minya and kokoni be at a cheaper price. I say any good.
And community ben no money portrait farm or Ghana. Community ben. It's just a duplication of efforts. Community ben no money portrait farm. Oh dear, muntia ni year. Uwa kurasi kura ni portrait farm. A champ operation feed yourself no. Just say and yes say you. Do ufrafo mba na uko no akodo me do bi me do banchefo me do bode na sabin krankra na obi ho ane dachi no de bode si ho ubeko na so fe e champo branso aduane bui e wo Ghana
okay
aduane bui wo power ni pan wo yadwuma wo na wo serve wo hunti wasi fifre ni ahoto wo ya na wo ahoto ohun enye wo jina kuma se den kokko e de
okay prof me soma me na ade ehwehwe so kakra because we dey champon but abrant be some audio mention on dey say he agrees with you prof dey okay but nana bokuma me mra answer my cost saving ho even cry before that no I say debate in there enya there is the people Ghana for now say empower the also supported that issue but what do you think about it because they call your job creation the NMO
Vem medase. A kwan bi so me professor ya adwen. A kwan bi so no me chia kakra every there all on say President Champon operation feed yourself concept na nanka omo pese omo replicate enke ya de papa prof di ohunu bi me at that time na miswa nti ma hunu yie na eya de a de yen ye beto ya ye kenkan ye no aduane bui te se de wo kan pepepe emrantie nyina ko hye kuamu efi se a jump on the policies big go na ebo sa operation feed yourself no buy o se mo se mo pe bata pe wo ho munua pe
Aye.
min kra bata ema ne magana because min fa Ghana ska enkokra mo ema ebra ya wasase ebetimi adua
Well,
enti so se o ye enkukon kitenkete granted I ahuto enya na ewo se yenya factories or ebeye receptacle amasa enkukon ketwe
Okay.
na se wo ye no munyini a odu omo akọ Vim, what you are saying?
Okay. Omo better factories, omo better nkoko no.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Maybe I told you better sausages and bibia.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Into your misa who say san hyehyeye no abani di gu akwan mu ansana ye ko che a friend is say omo friend is say
Nkoko no. Chickens no.
Our technical name are farmers and different. They
Oh,
old
okay.
chicks.
they're old chicks.
Yes. It is such a share no ye di gu akwan mu ana. This is where this whole direction is failing. Nanka ofia prof asemo okana. Ose mikura mi ye bi. Etinka vim mikura so ametiyen. Ka me jenkuko ni bi na ma yen because minim ye se mi free galamsey site. Ebe fia e wo se mi nya bibi a metimi dia exchanges ka. Because asema
Okay.
abagana ye tutu amna ye sen niema nyina eiskasem. Emrantie no ahunu fashion. Emrantie no ahunu perfume ehwam. Emrantie no enim se oto car no otrema nani je. The direction should be say me criticize the way na emrantie no atimi anya sika e de ayede e de afrim. Eti se mitimi nya nkokoro na mitimi yen baako 30 na mi wo baabi a mekọ akoton no a menya sika adeti na na menya ni yie. It is also operation feed yourself. So prof ebe shemu kra. There was a deliberate policy. So men kra ade ne mfama. Etin kasa ade we ya ye. That means he said the ratio within important chickens and I said already made chickens na ayon kuko fru na free abontemba. Ekaye bejaya anu no.
Yeah.
Because it was set on as our policy no and I said she say no program no e direct at the end.
Okay.
So
okay, the point is empedodo factories bi any one ma ye nkoko ni wi o mbeto. Na this kakra so abank for nsem no ayi policy ni ndimu enye ensi ye. Atosi
ye ni akumu adidi a sam kokko be fro Ghana fo. We have to make money. I mean, as a business person, so all the signs you say way too many more. I'll first look at it. Say, if I'm a sika,
what's in it for me? Okay, yeah.
What I say?
Yeah.
Et you know, see, I say, Mrantiano, ye perceive a you free galamsey side. I tell you, a brand TV frame office, ya catch them say, Nana, and your galamsey no benya kume because me nyai. Matimia ye de si dan obia ya banjuma on in life okofie akobre asa ewu aka ho ontimi to apartment even condominium grow ni bi etino so ma ya nhwe nhihye ni yie a edisika bibibia wo mu ye edisika bebre youth no ama youth na adwen adane hu se oh sana kurekum nipa enti no me de me nsa kɔ keken dachi bi ebia me kura mawu deformed children oh I was see nya proper communication
Okay.
e de ma omu ne yi omu ba ebia ade na obeye no obetumi anya sika ayede afrim na sɛ yɛntumi anyɛ saa nneɛma wei nyinaa na yɛ fiti prɛkopɛ ne akɔ lɔnkye ne ayɛ pageantry yɛda mo ase o nkokɔ nketenkete nkosi aga ɛhɔ ɛna me ne prof ɛyɛ adwene.
Okay. It's me my member when I'm but no we agree a conference near the abroche ni Ghana now we are pushing job creation through even agree. What do you think about the concerns here and penifo me nu nyina bi ade no ye mani nimu me mani ntosi na I think na poku point no say the aye na tosi because at the end of the day no akoko e be we di enum de ko bia obi. But to create some livelihood, that can even solve galam. I like the point now. Nana Pogo de Bay say, and no come to me solve galam say no. Steve Oje saying.
Okay, our main chair my being when it comes to job creation and specifically and agriculture. No, let's be honest to ourselves. I think say methodology governments aba akunina the use for job creation, as a country we've got it wrong. We have to accept the fact we've got it wrong, because like he said, you've been launching programs, NAPCO, and all these programs we've all been involved with.
Youth in agric,
yes,
youth in farming.
But the question is, if you check the data right now, kakra minim kakrano, it's in billions. If you convert that billions to the output of job creation, you can't even measure it, because when we do these things, we don't put any monitoring systems in place that are able to justify the program way. Can you point to me as a journalist any report you've seen on impact report of any job creation intervention in Ghana?
Well, but and done by Ghana government. World Bank yes. report.
But for World Bank reports no but I've seen those projects. People have been involved in that. Even must spend research the outcomes somebody might apply to that. Look, let's be real to things, okay? Buying me ubisa Mrs. Sia. It's not a business of government to create jobs. The government have to just be straightforward and sincere to that fact. So what I say, job creation, a private sector and a bedding, create a jumano.
And buying business.
See, the government should stop that. Say those era no HM. Say those are buying kosi factory, are buying kosi say. Main fan to ye kakra be able to make film. New York City Highway, okay? A BBA ni hanuma, it's owned by the city and now by owning. But it is the fastest or the largest global top city in the world. The GDP of New York is about $1.2 trillion per year. They don't have gold. They don't have oil and gas. Omuni kind of saying whatever, all these natural resources, agriculture, the big way that we have it. But look at what is happening here. It is the private sector here that is driving that economic growth that at the bottom line brings a job to the people. Say, enable businesses, to create what I call high impact companies, businesses. Absorb youth now, they want to work, and also enable the young people who also want to create the jobs that can also hire people. Let me put some factors in factor. We can look at it from some mirror. At this point, I look at it as a little bit stop measures, but and yet sustainable in that strategy. Okay, because as I speak to you, MasterCard Foundation, Ghana funding on various organizations and government per se, even individual NGOs and they're focused on agriculture. It's about $200 million grants.
MasterCard for Chechenko votes got $200 million.
Yes, you can check the record.
MasterCard for years and projects.
Yes, so about $200 million. The question I keep even asking myself, all this capacity that we are building, where are the people going to go next after this? agriculture is not a child play. It's a big economic transformation thing that Ghana, I think, says one of the things I see as a competitive advantage as a country. Creating jobs are on that. That alone, even for a year, 300,000 jobs can come out easy. But the question is, you see, if you don't educate people about the value chain of agriculture, I feel say we need to still push and get whether the youth or the country to understand what are the economic opportunities and what the value chain of poultry, you know. And yes, me be ko nkitikiti no ko bi so bi okobi be nkitikiti no obi so ko be o me nkitikiti obi so be say okay me set processing na dia ma ko to nkitikiti ni na ma do some level obi so be take it up from somewhere to process that into sausages, into different consumable products. If Ghana determines to see say every district bia your agro processing parks which will fit into the agricultural commodity what that particular district now. A deal way and yes, government and say a government be say okay, member setting investment and now say member me underwrite setting loans or whatever it is. Banks, financial institutions can give our entrepreneurs and now say private sectors need to drive this. Meaning you change this type of things will keep working in circles. Job creation ain't happening.
It's in when I deal in way and say I don't know why John Dumeloni other people they don't know this thing because they're okay. It sounds so the same thing. At a private sector because they are working fantastic. They are can say our factory beer. Yeah, I'm going to are no at all. Or say the sausage. Government it was
I think the last week or something I saw some information government saw probably processing. You see the government is having the ideas but the execution of it now for me I don't think say government yes factory no baby no what it is okay look into the country more research who say okay ebia Darko farm so and I say why farm so whatever farms are over the right structures, the right systems, so you bet you scaling it up. Near put investments, into them properly. And yes, investment is so I'm off on this kind of what has happened with exim issues, it's not that. That will do the right commercial investment into that. Government never back it up and then they drive that processing at the end of the but buying. You see, and because Abambia the two campaign, I'll create the jobs. That is why it becomes a problem for them. It is not in their requirements say create jobs, There's something that I wrote about who can't subject to it to me, which I want to share with you on this job creation thing. That says it's about skills, work, and enterprise. These are the parameters that our nation as Ghana, if we want to really put livelihood into our people, we need to focus on. If I say skills and then there's something I call job skills. If you there's currently high demanding job skills, and I want to even come to a TVET sector. No?
Yeah.
And then who catch it obi say, oh, me ye plumber, obefo say be your own pen same. What you mention on your electrician own pen same. But these are high demand things are eba. AI see abe. Let me tell you something. Abe and the revolutionary ban, you have no idea. However,
let me put you on the spot on this AI. And to think to me investing in AI. Because that's where
it's a combination of that. If we need all that. If you are no this processing up to scale. Then I make carbon say see data centers. Uber America has a here. Billions of dollars companies say in ABC data. Worried say ready with a kind of electricians here data centers, plumbers here, all that. So see Ghana, Africa rising in that space. Where is it? If you tell me say Ghana, we should come out with 100,000, 150,000 certified plumbers and as electricians, can we get that? But we are saying we don't have jobs. It's a priority.
plumbers in Quebec export bio.
A lot, and even Crampono, because they say Africans so get it onto the whole ecosystem of this AI transformation. Data centers, a big Africa, very big. They are coming. Google, no money they are going to put their data centers for AI there. But if they can, where your infrastructure say ABC, time no swan, you need that kind of stuff. President Mahama at the launch or say 1 million coder program. Great initiative. My question, show me article and I see amateur. I question one about the source of funding. When we train these 1 million people, where are they going? Have we been able to secure some kind of partnership or contract with this global tech company to say, so okay, me here a developer say, who train your man, make me for 10,000, make me for 50,000, make me for say, I don't know, maybe that conversation is going on. But these are hardcore kind of saying conversations are any sincerity. I see yeah this animal with now there ebe to home. And yes, Anna, look, you be kwa basa industry creative economy. Look at this December ever happening. All this event industry. I've been in the event industry in Ghana. We do things. Share Tama Global Citizen ever event Ghana. Etachi carpenters, electricians, caterers. Everybody gets something out the value chain of it. But event industry in Ghana, people are struggling to even get the right capital to invest into world-class events that can bring economic turnaround for people. Number two, even we don't even have some of our people that have the right liquidity skills to do some of the things that are there. We have to upskill our people to meet that standard now. If you
I don't say the focus should not just be on Nkokon Kitengete, but even first and foremost, it's not about business to do Nkokon Kitengete. You have a private sector because they okay Brownful, Melody na Mama Chrome. There's a big poultry company or you're from Unity Farms. Or my in fact, or more exporting Koshiako Cote d'Ivoire, any other countries. Or big poultry farm. Or your Melody na Mama Chrome. And those existing factories near Momo make us say, yeah, lecture lawyer Kwame Jan will be one of the biggest poultry farms.
I have seen that factory.
Oh, lawyer Kwame Jan,
yes, and profit
money is can be. No,
data
another level.
Exactly. Yeah, importing about 400 million.
Ghana say. Unity Farms, so Akoko Dako, Kwame Jan. There's this because of the politics. There's labeling. Oh, MPP into your farms. So now you bet me a buano. Now I
feel like we said earlier. They said, "And you might be a honoma. You farm play politics. It will come back and bite you." Like Prophet kind. Look, we are importing about $400 million of poultry product into Ghana. It is there. Ask yourself why. $400 million and the Ghana. It is not very necessary. Look, who can say who import now? The demand is very high. What is coming out right now? We haven't prepared ourselves ready for the consumption that we have. Farmers are crying, and all that. It shouldn't be farmers' even problem. Look at what farmers go through. I've been on projects. If you're any farmers, sometimes when you go onto the ground, it's very, very pathetic. You understand? People work very, very hard, but what they get in the output, it's not anything to write home about. It is a farmers, what is it there? Who is off taking it? Look, if say 1 egg per day per child in school, look at the number of secondary schools across our country. Okay, if the government brings an initiative of that sort, and even government crying to me observing, companies could do that as CSR. Okay, say me fear limited, and then I top 50,000 crates of eggs. May they supply me alma mater in Kulano OBND to help their nutrition and all that. So it's a collaboration between private sector and government to mitigate.
I like ideas and
this issue. Many in fact politics. As I speak to you now, making and about allegiance to any political party, but I just want to share my little experience involving these things and what I've seen. Canada, need government for the call. They were shocked. They could see agriculture no more any joke. If you obi farm back, what mean that you fiti? You find say the whole of University of Ghana campus is somebody's one farm. high powered with technology. You understand? The government is financing them with the money, the mechanization. Into Bibiana Moyen, share data. Wheat or Ghana. Huge amount of money.
Okay, even US government quite break Ghana, but
exactly.
Remember also say about Nana Boku. Muna muye adwadi fo nyina mpani fo. Ade we ya Steven Ike, mumu tumi mfa app. Na mu ko president mama so look, yeah, private sector, muma ye mfa ade we ni enye nkokon ketenkete no. Ye pese muma ye sika ni bi. Na ye fancy factory so that mu ye nkokon ketenkete ye beto. Before say Nana Boku mumu ye ade we e bebo adinche ya wa wo de ba is a value chain no. Yenye factories a better nkokon ketenkete because ye to me nya nkokon ketenkete be rekeke. So the Abrante Bako said message about Humphrey Nico say the idea no is to reduce poverty by shallow minded. One moment shallow minded, but poverty in Kwano solve it and yes, yendidi. But if the idea is to reduce poverty, there was a tongue near Niska about a bottom. So
that what's the definition of poverty? All casa and poverty, what is the end goal?
We are sure so no on Tiasi, what no, I can't, that's what they all do on social media. But Anapoku, more tag for mu to me Kohuna Namu kasoma mukane kakra na mu fancy factory ya. By the time nkokon ketenkete be ready no. At least namu so mu factory say one pon na ready am beto nkokon ketenkete na mu dey so say.
Mame na wase. Mini etache areas bia. I think say wakasapa.
Oh, and me dey ka more than lecture.
Private sector. Enti omai Ghana abain timi nyai ahoye a fo ewomu a yedo mu bu man entimi pinpointe se enipa asumasi wo bo no homoden enipa asumasi wo bo no homoden ti yen so na sene na yen pushi no because every growth of a country no private sector no any pushy. Then you bet me this our proposition akoto o munim. Obiti ho be ka kire o say aban sika de yentimi nya ne sa. Wono amu nso ote ho no nso a otimi nya initiative bia emfa ma o man no. But ne de ne say why meeting 7 times in a day. Na ya check in a per diem ama no Friday. Na waji no akodi ne dia no o kan bibi se enti nsema ye kan nyina nti wo mu nni saa adwen na them me kanya me so asem catch us politicians wo mu abufu wo mu nwene te se de ye te a ye adwen no because hotel no kodam nyo ni tua 5-star hotel no ni tua chauffeur car na ye de amana wo dachire a ye de ne kono enye ho no odwene ne dia ne se wa fa ne laptop no a fine speech a free the academia levels no a ko reading ni aboye nsama ma ne sha but efie nyansa ni fie adwen de abono onibi so say sika ye tupin asema ye kan ye model tuntu prof treto ebe ye ka
Nkokon ketenkete sika na be ye ka
me na initiative be na ma Ghana ha ti say de menu yi kan
oka na po say no say ka me bo a
initiative be na ma ana me pesa me ka ne nedue Emma obibia wotienti asese Africa your only choice to make it agriculture aya oka ho asemi eni padodo say eni ebetimi opushi o makose AI development unless skilled and intelligent ones can only go there but the greater number should go to the farmlands any ebetimi enya ya ho odin afri hwe 1D1 afri asha se yewra lanchamate office na meti obiu yani ni ye meeting and o hinte yen yakeka ya dream bebrebe omantie ene ni nyina betwam ayeka onse Exim Bank asema na oken agency mene no anka me na manka me katamani na anka me de ade abomani oh gwenu nyina ahye sika na ahye de bia kwaje bosia behye no e dey ne ha bibini sure
Because your point on 1D1F near very critical. If it was as successful as MPP 4 person who claim it, 1D1F near successful. By now, no. Because we should see a reflection in the number of youth but it was so overly politicized. More than see a best individual companies. Me say despite name crop for can tank crown yeah the mama more. They would have successfully created a jobs.
Ye cranium commodities na ye cradiban di omani nyano so also ye factories nyano na also target ye hwade bra oti America vim oti American police ka be no mu use
Ford me ade ne by Ford like good cars.
Ipa muchowo omu animu a Ford na free Japan na eba na
American company.
70 American company.
Say Yura Apostle
in fact, say Ford no manufacture police for no special meboa.
Yes.
If I'm car any normal car
because technology it's a special made car for them.
Tama Yura Apostle onyame fa ne kransie yi. Otimi ye ka anko na chi na ko na nimu no e dia na o senke ye enkaka bie ni wonu ma be free outside aba Ghana ha bio mami fa India enye example Tata India set die una su wo ska set die you use Tata so ko kra Mercedes Benz aba o anya den koko krabra import duty 100%. She se ya nye obi odi ni nan besi from. Ye hwe me ko Korea. Na mi kra mi phone. Na mi bisa Korea ni se na de na Korea ni bi obehunu bi Samsung. And o say so we Korea ni na wan use Samsung a onu hyiawa ohun so onyo my papa so adwen a aban ni dia hye omutrim mi hia na nkura iPhone a onka ho etino yetumi ye bie no I was saying aban ni exploit because kano different companies and a components ni nyina
okay
na ya bekashia ama na eka uko Russia ladder prof so nim ladder and then
car brand and then minimum
yes, nice 4x4 kitwa bisa
yes and then nyina Russia ladder eno mu use so no it is a young pushy private sector no tise empanifo abubo omudi etipa susu ampa ofre yewura na so for this apon na ofre yewura despite say wura no me pesa me commission mo me hia sausage factory edu ewo Ghana ekukọ nkitenkete no sa program no mumfa aban sikani etuo da ho sikan da ho so wuntimi nya Fesano to. Now so betimi a yenu afa nipa adwuma mu a because you are despite o fani konkonte powder bako obeyi wadi. So what I say etino ebema sika no atimi aye de o se koye. We dey da bi daw. Only policy makers ehia na obia emmo oman se civil servants. Any public servants woman na di oman yewu na so da bia na politicians do manim akwaje
we bi so omo kasa politicians ntie nti na omo so omo
anya no kra anya no kra aya wonum na hye ministers kutupa oh yanya ni say bia sika beba obenya bi di akoto dan obenya bi e di aye niema bi enu kwa na omo dwene ho apart from that some minister no be succeed some succeed because or no after 4 years or that suit na konya ye nyina di enti no se chia on fa omo di omanya wu ba.
In fact, suggestion now they are a very good person. Kapeze mama betimi afre businessmen akesia.
Yes.
Ono ani nuanu Ibrahim. Ne na fofo ne omo say that's why ye Ibrahim na ye
keep money. Yemfa Yewura Ibrahim. Yewura Kofi Job, Kofi Job
Ibrahim, exactly, Ibrahim.
And that's
as you carry farm so Ibrahim was very big.
Yes.
Very big poultry farm. He's always
na poku kase senka president my Ibrahim fan na fofo ni nuanu mi. That's why they call for 100. And omo nyina so ye farms so ono Ibrahim.
They can change Ghana.
Because at the end of the day, the party for Baba Friday.
Oh, yes.
They're not party for this kind of mudi, but the Nana Poku can say, Sanka, yeah, they are massive business people near so the Mon Famu so. I want 100 factories by the end of Metania. If you factories 100, no, when you're on your 50 cra.
Yes.
Achievement.
The fundamental is this. One say, a time now in Shishene Erbano. You see, idea no conceptualization no. Oh yeah bibia that's where that's your friend be like the stakeholders no. Uni omunyina betena se no waji obia mu adwempo kakra na ye their structure program the program na say na eba out no ye who say oh okay asania the eken we betinya ye say ebia trade association for musum ro mo betinya play wo ni. You see you meet with all these people and your friend be idea harvesting or idea sponging. Oh, yeah, conceptualization. Yeah, that is what you do. I don't know. I stand to be corrected. I don't know the kind of engagement that they did. But right now, okay, we can still go back onto the drawing board. We look at the program and especially agriculture there, yeah, can not yeah structure very, very, very well. That can be my main fa konya so fa indicate kakra ewo ho. Asem na mekano opanyi na aba no se bi enye technology fo nko na omo dia now enye obi a so ye super whatever genius to use a tool a tool bi a aba se make ade bi a person ye bia no very simple and easy ubetimi atra untimi tro kra utimi the voice at during say na wo trimu no we catch and say me pese me yes say oh this nyame dwini say mami cheche me kwai papa I say and it will give
a really easy document
idea of what it is based on the information it holds. Yeah, but agriculture drone na yet to see this yes spraying. Me can't say yeah bomodiana training a lot of the youth even in what we call drone piloting. When you drone ultimately the spray farmer bet my best throw cause spray in farm manner. Because only a very effective say boss spray. My friend say kafu say then.
Aye.
When it's an koba. To me who sometimes baby uja no.
Auntie sa motor bro said then come to me the spray. To me the drone the spray. Wow.
Yes, commercial and even small way. Within minutes, drone bet me spray hundreds of acres or thousands of acres. So what I say, ain't no say a cross sana or baka. Baby, your friend baby any GPS location picky or this giant. A best side artificial intelligence message man hold the same. A bit might determine crop no crop na a drone be gusu na say the go gusu. So it is more efficient. What will it do? At the end of the day, no farmer no the yield no becomes what better. Wait, if you are any rocket science.
Okay, cocoa spraying cry cocoa production echo for me cry give it to me the drones
yes, and what these are things you can train youth on within 1-2 weeks. They are expert in it. They just get a drone license now. As Ghana as say, who saw fly drones and they saw quite license, you know. What the mom and what can okay government they say you to need to mean control drones, you know. Who wait me the drones now, but work with the banks. Not drones near the moment say credit. Say if you call free, no to kakran no. Who to me yes sir. Na the drone now yeah juman yeah the 80 if your models in be many who hear me say, what is worrying us is the skills. Here, 1DF has say me about ye. If 1DF had even activated at the skill is supposed to have gone, we would have been in trouble as a country because we might not have the right human capital to fit for these factories that we are going to do. Up.
Okay, inti point yen training ni finance na ya Nana Poku to once I'm not prof na kofa assassin Nana Poku hold your thoughts me say about so prof na kofa assassin way by I big conversations this year no about the feasibility of, and so far no mu nyina akere say they all kind of true say yen hye fapem ni ye for the kind of accelerated job creation any development and can cook on keten de beba. The what advice na kadebe president mama if I'm pass or person man go getting and make impact said the person make impact now.
Madam Wase, Mama, me bear much. Now, some years I started from beginning and come on. Some year teacher me kasa, but I answer agrono. Na say, enti ni American say, Mohammed, tani mo kan say nkoko enipa bebre wo poultry farm. Enti wo hwa eno de enye priority kra. Say, titi woni obi say Kumasi na nkoko abu na boliga. What is that? Ana mo bi atata asem no. Kumasi na nkoko abu na boliga. Just already duplication. Da kon farm wo ho, akropon farm to ho. Na me kira de wo Osetutu senior high school. Me your poultry farm ni bi. Because of operation feed yourself no. Na teacher for ho nyina obi bi. In that area dem so kwa people will just laugh at him because obi ehia so obeya akoko obi awobi na meme de say me wie ya na nkofo bi free Kumasi no mo abeto enti me de adaje na wo send won kokko on pa bibi foforo na politics de o kan sem na sanje na so so anu ai so onye consistent enti na odi eche obedi nkokko nkiti echi ama omano ensesi form amfa hwe ma China for and Omaya highly industrialized. They started from the grassroots. They had what they call cultural revolution. So, one more nyama, and one more by ye, one more nyama, young going craniama, and after population crumbs and cry a dozen do. Mashamo, Obia no more than 2. Na Bacono on Sanko Paso, not more so yeno, Nyamo Dana fire. And then China, they are challenging every nation in this world. They say one more bipartisan cultural revolution, and high tech. Be say a robot amoken. One more design highly sophisticated ones, and the Chrome America tall buildings. One more the robot and a worship. Cannon can skyscraper tinted way or yet no the Juma. And the cocoa farmer who can say, mean himself very soon, the bear, and another time, no more the children. Oh, and Tino, Ghana dear, send a more cast of public subject, one more, over mano, omudio mano.
It's a problem. Suggestions that Mahama to copy from the Chinese, how omu the way, and then yanko conketing.
Oh, yes, our blueprint, no, your shots will be ye. Now then, Sabi, Ocean school system of Ghana, yeah. Say, the Abafo yet and yet to you, yet to 2 and near the Adidi. No, this school by any ashim, near ye. Yes, Yentimi Sao, because we be a deal or mochi. Oh, and offenses on Adibako hiring people who find their way into government, they don't know why they go there. And then the American and no because per dime, any as gracia, near anunquanti. So simple thing, say, Uber empower people to create jobs. And your problem. Now also Batoyi, finance minister said 4 presidential fishing ships. The idea 4 presidential ships. A dear pan or the Ghana. Obesi send 2 or 4.
Because a helicopter no so any planes no.
Ship 2 presidential ship. Yeah. What kind? Any plane. Where they not the buyer? Oh, job creation there. Last year can be her. That month for the dear term said. and your government also creating job. Yes, it's not the government, but the government should empower people. What you call trickle down effect in economics. Who selected some people? Now, what support to Omo? I'm almost nipa because Nkrumah Chamano, he attempted to do everything for everybody in Ghana. And look at what brought the nation. Total disaster. Total disaster. Total disaster. Said, and yes, I couldn't baby save no. And Kamania Ghana for a communication. China for first, no more primo beer and Jenny. Okay. On small scale. But all who say, what you see in Pachincha, Abano Quantimi. It says they've opened up. So we have billionaires in China now.
Okay. But Prof, see, just information, see, I mean, say Agric Ministry is almost secure 150, I mean, 100 and, okay, yeah, $154 million from Italy. The Babaye commercialization of a Agric. But that's outside and Kokon Kitten, because in Kokon Kitten, the other say Ghana in 9 months' time, the best waba. And the Hona Pokuka, the best waba, we must have a planner. Yeah, they be harvesting and yeah, they harvest here, they are combat or see the ministry secure sika 154 million Mami just say billion and a million. Also imagine from Italian government and no omode babaye agric commercialization into a large scale mobile a million euros. Why don't I feel
the
and you made it to me and yes, you're quite different brochenia bedi, a quite different broch, no don't make him free Hong Kong.
Yes, if you Skaya Bay, would the F1 says Skayaba. Adentina Sky anchor into Sisabia financial institutions are a omuma instrument air finance agriculture. Near my private sector, and who's okay. My plan is say, we perceive maybe I may a chicken processing, maybe a BA. We perceive be I may vegetables, voter. We perceive me say, you bring up what you want to do, the economic structures of this region, and then charge the private sector that come up with those ambitious innovations or businesses that can enable this. The money is there. If you go to the bank and it's viable and you do due diligence, now you fit your business model, fit for purpose, the money needs to be released for you to be able to do this. Yeah, yes, you know what? There's if you're look, let me tell you what, Canada. Okay, there's a program called Modernizing Agriculture Ghana, MAG program. Check it. They gave Ghana about $150 million. Okay, 145 million dollars.
And you're only planting for food and jobs. I know
yes, you see, if you ask yourself that the amount of money that was given by the Canadian government, taxpayers' money, and yes, they all want to try and help. On the notion, say, and your way back. Na omani koya sa ebabunu na omutu kwan ba honi ade no
Afia Pokua. That is the reason why Kevin Taylor nya won fa ho nche no. Why wadwin say we de unja jandam ne da. Afia Pokua. Why wadwin say we de ye ka jandam a unjai. Debia bebo jandam, debia sebi obeka nsem a atrosem ni no kware ese. Na Kevin Taylor ya na nipa bi wonum no nya na me. Eye me de. Because nka anya opportunity ena obi di ama wo ena wakotena se a. Nka wo menye hwe se YouTube channel kwa nka wa bi da. Minim ne aye wo ha omo. Minim se NDC aban aye omo boni o. Se NDC aban aye din o. The moment NDC bet na so na sankofo all of a sudden no more turning like angels or more turning like just say I don't know the way they may use. I don't know the word that may use. NDC for eba baimua honum na hu journalist a omutumi kasa. Journalist beat say omuka ne saying Omahene Kwabena Asante, Kwame Sifakan, Vim Lady, Obi, but Omo Abaimua, some people were Baimua, Sankofoni and your money. Your money. That is what hypocrites in Yachim. Munjai Nembuamu. Come and come on, Jenny Ganis. Open baby a woman. Adena mummy na yembwa na yen so manimu na aban biba na odi nhye papa ba yen tenechi sa akoko nketenkete program. Let me tell you one thing. Ebedu Easter no na akoko abusu kurum a obi abetumi didi awe nam okọ aburukyira ade a ne bo afupa ye nam chicken go and ask obi a wakọ aburukyira bi anim ba kurum ha omutumi yi akoko ne tax baako akoko ties baako ombetumi di amount almost ebi 50 cedis but okọ America sisi a akoko tax kesese no betumi atọ be $2 ana be $3 Andrew the Baganis kama Andrew even 40 cedis and I say Andrew even 50 cedis by it kroma ye ya ade betumi aboaye amasa eye niem papa no ebi aso ye so a you got people call themselves professional journalists. They will sit on TV, social media, radio station to what? To tarnish the image of the government, all because of they have their own interest. They have their own interest to protect, but they are not thinking about the government who brought that initiative. Anyway, yeah, the Guswa Kasa. Now, Malika Kasa MPP for better opposition because of some of these people. Ghana for so many the echo. It's no MPP for maintenance yana munu journalist na munye jandam. Na another 4 years beso. Mubeti baby nka. Chira waju comment section mahanam remains your number one authentic platform Ege TV. Yakupo inchira. Makra bye bye.